HarborTech manufactures composite infrastructure materials, bridge beams and pilings for big, heavy installations. And it's kind of a green material where we are replacing traditional steel, wood, and concrete with a material that doesn't rot or rust and is environmentally sensitive. MVF has been an important investment partner for HarborTech. They seized the opportunity early to invest in Harbor Technologies when it was just a startup, by recognizing the chance to create jobs in Maine. And there's a certain, call it nexus of companies in Maine that bring together all of the elements, the composite, the manufacturing, the engineering, and then the important component to that is finance. And that's where MVF has been very important to us to step in and help us grow our financial resources. There was an MVF CEO forum on this governance, and the specific issue was, how do I find good board members? And many of the other CEOs were pulling their hair out, and I looked around the room and I realized how fortunate I was to have a really strong board, comprised of not just investors. The board should have a fairly wide purview of the market and understanding of the business. And so we've been very fortunate to have a board that has some finance, some marketing, some operational, and some construction background that I draw on heavily. The purpose of a board is not just the governance, the legal aspect. Many companies will have an operating agreement or some sort of bylaws that state that the board must approve X, Y, and Z. But far beyond that, what a board can do for you is serve as a resource, not just approving and serving as a check and balance for management, but as a insight, insightful group when you have questions. And therefore it's important to have a board with a lot of good experience, but also as a sounding board, because there are gray matters that come up and gray questions that come up when you're addressing decisions, and many of them will have parallel, not identical, but parallel experiences that are really helpful. MVF helps other companies develop their board of directors. I've seen it specifically in three ways. I've seen John talk to our board members and say, there's a XYZ company that has a really interesting position in the marketplace, and they're doing a search for new board members. Would you be interested? And when John or other MVF members see that there's an opportunity, they'll recruit from strong boards that they understand can bring something to the table for startups.